The future has arrived. For years, people have dreamt about how the future will look, how we will transport ourselves around. What will industry and agriculture look like? Will we have self-tying shoes? The future has always been just out of our reach, the stuff of sci-fi movies and novels. But now, it has finally arrived. We are all witnessing the dawn of a new era, the fourth industrial revolution. The future is here, and one by one, the technologies we dreamed of back then are becoming a reality. The artificial intelligence behind much of this explosion in smart technology is growing more intelligent every day, so much so that it is outperforming human beings at more and more tasks every year. The most salient examples of this started back in 1997, when IBM supercomputer Deep Blue defeated the world chess champion Garry Kasparov. The world marveled at the fact that a computer had beaten one of our great intellectual minds on his home turf and at a game that many thought represented the very pinnacle of human intelligence. People started to get used to the fact that machines were very good at crunching the data of a game that had a relatively straightforward set of rules. But a computer could not think like a human. It would not, for instance, stand a chance in a game where the rules were less logical and more nuanced. A game like the US quiz show Jeopardy, which combines natural language-based tasks and textual clues. Well, IBM proved everyone wrong with its Watson computer. In 2011, this car-sized computer took on two of the greatest Jeopardy players in the show's history. Watson beat them both on a live show, and the world once again stared in amazement as we all reconsidered what a machine could be capable of. Just 5 years later, and it was Google's turn to pit machine against man. In March of 2016, Google's Deepmind project put its AlphaGo computer program in the ring against the world champion of the ancient Chinese game of Go. A game of profound complexity. There are more possible moves in the game of Go than there are atoms in the universe. As 200 million people watched online, AlphaGo defeated Lee Sedol 4 games to 1 and achieved something that many experts believed wasn't possible. Google's latest iteration of AlphaGo is called AlphaZero, and it teaches itself to play via machine learning. With no human interaction, it trained itself to play Go from scratch within 3 days, and then went on to defeat its predecessor, AlphaGo, 100 games to 0. Much of this futuristic technology is going to help human beings on a grand scale. The improvements in medicine and healthcare that we are beginning to see show signs of dramatically changing the way we see the human body and our limitations. However, there is a flip side to this good news story. Artificial intelligence is now consistently outperforming humans at many of the tasks that we once thought were the sole domain of human beings. The fear of losing your job to computers and automation used to be relegated to manufacturing jobs with robots replacing many humans on the factory production line. However, we are now all waking up to the fact that there are fewer and fewer white-collar jobs that are safe from the cold, logical reach of the machine learning algorithms of artificial intelligence. The professional knowledge workers who were once safe from automation are now increasingly at risk of being replaced. Try to think of what the world will look like once machines have replaced those professions that were once considered the most respected and highly paid in many cultures: lawyers, doctors, dentists, surgeons, anesthesiologists, investment bankers, financial analysts. In the coming decades, many of these careers may no longer exist. Artificial intelligence is already outperforming professionals in many different sectors.